record, and I'm going to share my screen, and if somebody could just unmute themselves and tell me you can see this slide okay, and can you hear me okay? Just
yeah, you're good to go, Duncan.
1 second, I just want to move this out of the way. Okay, I'd like to welcome everybody. My name's Duncan Ward. I'm calling tonight, well, every night, from North Wales here in the UK. Just to give you a very brief background about myself, I started my business career. I ran my own construction company, got into property, lost everything, and from that I moved into network marketing. This was many years ago, too many years to mention, and that led me to online marketing, which I've been doing now for 30 plus years. I've had fantastic successes, but I've also had lots of failures. In actual fact, last year was one of the worst years I've had for a long, long time. I actually got into a situation where I had more money going out than coming in. I needed something. The businesses I was doing weren't paying or bringing in enough income. So I was looking around for something, didn't know what. And a very good friend of mine, John Van Derzen, told me about a company prior to this, but it led me to this company, same industry, same concept, to do with crowdfunding. And it was actually that company that led me to this company, IMPACT1O1. So I'm here tonight to tell you about this company, where it's going, what's in it for you, how you can benefit from this, and how this industry is expanding now worldwide, one of the fastest growing industries in the world. So welcome to the presentation. First of all, let's talk about crowdfunding in general, because when I first mentioned this system to a friend of mine, he said this to me. He said, that's illegal. And he put doubt in my mind immediately. I knew he was wrong, but he still put doubt in my mind. So I ended up calling a solicitor friend of mine and asking him to tell me what he knew about crowdfunding. First question he asked me is, what type of crowdfunding is it? Because he said there are different types, and some are regulated, some aren't. And here you can see this slide here. You can go to this website, the FCA, the Financial Conduct Authority in the UK, who regulate anything to do with financial services or crowdfunding, certain types of crowdfunding. And as you can see here, there's certain types, loan-based, investment-based, and prepayment-based, are regulated and need to be, but peer-to-peer or donation-based crowdfunding is totally legal in every country throughout the world. In every jurisdiction, doesn't matter where you are in the world, this system of peer-to-peer crowdfunding is totally legal. So don't listen to friends. They often give you an opinion. People, especially close friends, love to give you an opinion, often of things they know very little about. So it is totally legal. Why is it booming so massively at the moment? Well, it's all due to, or this is one of the main reasons, the banking crisis. The banking crash happened in 2006, 2008. The banks created a problem. If anybody wants to look at the internet, and you'll see there's 3 videos you can see there: Inside Job, The Big Short, and Margin Call. The banks have created a system, the banking system as we know it, and it's failing people. It's corrupt, it's not working. The banks had a massive crash, as you know, and if you think that's the last crash, think again, because I think there is definitely another big crash due very soon. So people have lost faith in the banking system. The banks have created a massive problem, mainly because all the banks are doing is conning people, really. They are creating money out of thin air. That's creating a problem in the financial system, and there has to be a better way. And people always find a solution. The system of crowdfunding has been around for thousands of years. If you think about it, what did people do before they had banks? They used to work together as a community. They used to crowd together and all help each other. And that's really what crowdfunding is about. So rather than loaning money from a bank where you have to pay them back and they charge extortionate interest, and often the bank creates the money out of thin air, so that causes another problem. People have less money in their pocket because the value of that currency is being manipulated by the banking system. So crowdfunding is a perfect solution for anybody that needs or wants more money. So why crowdfunding? Well, you can see by some of these sites here. Now, I'd heard of a lot of these companies: GoFundMe, Kickstarter, Circle Up, Indiegogo. I actually thought they were loan companies, didn't realize they were actually crowdfunding platforms. So there's more and more companies now allowing anybody to generate revenue from crowdfunding. But there is actually one key difference between IMPACT1O1 and, sorry, that's my phone, IMPACT1O1 and these other companies that you'll hear about. And I'll talk more about that later. GoFundMe is the #1 crowdfunding platform in the world right now. And you can see their total raise, and this is probably out of date now, 5 billion was raised just through GoFundMe. So this is a huge market, and the reason why we've put this slide here is this company and the owner of this company, or owners, want this or intend this company to be the #1 choice for crowdfunding throughout the world. And hopefully you will come to the same conclusion. I've got no doubt that they are going to do that. Sorry, I am here on my own tonight. They are going to do that. So crowdfunding is a huge market. It is growing fast. And how fast? Well, in 2017, crowdfunding market size was $34 billion was donated through this system. And that's projected to grow to 300 billion by 2025. So ask yourself this question: how much of this market would you like? Just imagine the slice of even just a small percentage of that, 300 billion. Now, how fast is it growing? Well, this is not 1 year, this is year on year. In the last 3 to 4 years, crowdfunding has grown at 136% year on year. That is incredible. Just compare that percentage with any other industry that you might be involved in or might have been involved in the past. So because of this fast, massive growing market, the big companies like PayPal now, PayPal, the largest payment provider in the world, are now allowing people to use their platform for anybody to crowdfund for whatever cause. When big companies like this get involved, it tells you one thing: there's something big going on, because PayPal is, as this slide states, the largest payment provider in the world. For them to integrate a brand new industry into their existing platform worldwide, there has to be something major going on. Just think about what it would have cost them and the research they would have done before they took that step to integrate another system into their existing platform. And so now social media, and that's the other key, social media is spreading this word throughout the world now. We didn't have social media really 5-10 years ago. So now anybody can donate to anybody using various platforms. Facebook now offer their own platform to allow people to generate revenue for whatever cause anywhere in the world. So can anybody crowdfund? Yes, they can. Literally anybody. You don't have to be a big company. You don't have to be a charity. And this is where a lot of people get confused. A lot of people think that only charities or big companies can raise money through crowdfunding. Here's an example of a broke father in the UK who needed money for Christmas for his children and raised literally £2,000 in just a few hours. And if you look at the slide, he launched this campaign and 19,000 people viewed his post. So you don't need to be a big company, you don't need to be a charity, you do need to be 18 and over, and you do need a phone or internet. As I said, this works in every country throughout the world, but as long as that country or place that you are in has internet access, and most places these days do. You know, what amazes me, you can be in the outbacks of Africa and you'll see people that haven't even got cars, water, but they've got mobile phones now. Absolutely incredible. So the future is the internet. So who's behind this company? Well, it's this gentleman, and I was fortunate in the previous company I mentioned about Frank was also in that company, and I never met him, didn't know who he was, but I was sending him a donation one day by accident, and he had something on his website. I was about to send him a donation in Bitcoin, and something caught my attention. He had a product which really was fantastic. It was to do with crypto, and I messaged him and said, "Where did you get that from? I want it." And he messaged me back and said, do you like it? And I said, yes. I said, "Where did you get it from?" And he said, "Let's speak." We ended up having a conversation. Little did I know, a few months later, because of the dissatisfaction with that previous company, Frank decided to copy their system and go and do it properly. And that's what he did. A few months later, little did I know, but the guy I spoke to on the phone that day, or on Zoom it was going to launch his own company, IMPACT1O1. And that's exactly what he did on the 17th of January. So Frank's experience, well, he's had 45 years success in business, 20 of those years in sales and marketing. He formed Castle Rock Research, which is a study guide specializing in marketing and QR codes and mobile landing pages. And that is benefiting us now, his expertise in QR codes and mobile landing pages, because in 2011 he formed his own company, QRGL Marketing Inc, with his partner Hans Luhmann. So that company's been going over 25 years now. And then they decided that in January to launch as another arm to their existing company, IMPACT1O1. And IMPACT1O1 was born, as I said, in January this year. This is his partner, Hans Luhmann. They've been together in business for 25 years now. This is the technical expert behind the company. And this is a technology company. So it's technology that is the forefront of providing us with the tools to allow us to market this system worldwide. And Hans has 30 years experience. He has developed custom solutions for major high-tech companies. He's on the board of directors of Link Global Technologies Incorporated, which is a Canadian blockchain company. And in 2011, as I said, they launched QRGL Marketing Incorporated, and 25 years later, they launched IMPACT1O1. So together, these are the two main people behind the company. There's a lot more people in the background, but they have expert knowledge and expertise in this industry, or should I say in the technology industry. And because of that and marketing, they were able to launch this company, IMPACT1O1. So why this company? Well, imagine if you'd got involved with any of these names here. These are worldwide known companies that have expanded massively throughout the world, and they are now the biggest companies in the world. I doubt if you ever mention any one of these names to somebody, you will not meet somebody that hasn't heard of them. So imagine how wealthy you'd have been if you'd have got involved with any of these companies. Imagine if you got involved with Microsoft or Amazon day one. Well, how wealthy would you be today? Think about that, because you have stumbled across a company that is going to grow and grow and grow. So timing is the essence in any business. And this is a company that started on the 17th of January. It's literally just, I'm not quite sure the figures, but just over 5 months old now. This is right at the beginning. I couldn't think of a better time to get involved. Now, even though this company is only just 5 months old, already in that short period of time, over $5 million has been completed and donated peer-to-peer, not through the company, through this company. 30,000 donations, 5.3 million page views, and we are now in 147 different countries. That is massive growth for any company, and especially for a company that it was a startup in January the 17th, and now is just 5 months old. So how does the system work? Well, it's a single platform crowdfunding and marketing system that allows anybody to receive half of everything that happens in what we call grids, and that literally can go on for life, forever. This is a system that you can hand to your kids and your grandkids. There are other systems that have been going now, it's nearly 16, 17 years, not anything like as sophisticated as this, but they're still running to this day. So this system is based on a 2x2 grid system. It is actually the most successful follow me, it's called, donation system in history. It's not new to this company, but other companies have used this kind of system. And the key to this is the follow me, because anybody that you personally introduce to this system, they will follow you for life. Now, what does that actually mean? Well, that means they donate to you and they keep donating to you. And it is that system that is the key to this. So it's not you finding a lot of people, it's just finding a few good people and helping them receive donations. And as long as they keep donating, they keep receiving, and you always keep receiving more than you're donating. So this is a team crowdfunding system. It provides help from above and below and from the people that you've introduced. So it's not you on your own. This is a group effort. We work as a team. We're all helping each other. In fact, we were on a call today. I know Robert's on this call. There were hundreds of people in a meeting in Delhi. That all came about from myself introducing a friend of mine, Colin Simmons. He might be on the call tonight. And Colin introduced Robert in Belgium. Robert introduced a Dr. Anu in Delhi. And we were on a call this morning with over, there must have been 200 minimum in that room. And they're the people who are in the room, probably online as well. So this system is a team system. So work together and help each other. That's what crowdfunding is about. It's a peer-to-peer team crowdfunding system. And that was the main key when I saw this. I'm fed up of being let down by company after company where I've paid money to that company expecting a return, however they generated the return. And normally you have to either withdraw your commission or dependent on that company to pay you the commission or your profit. And unfortunately, so many companies have let people down for various reasons. I won't go into it. And this is the whole key about this system. If this is a peer-to-peer team crowdfunding system, which means there's no middlemen. You're not sending any money through a company, through a bank, through a payment processor. This is peer-to-peer, person-to-person. No money other than a small subscription fee goes to the company. So any money that is donated is direct from one person direct into their bank account. And there's the key. This is what really attracted me. So this system provides you with an easy to navigate, totally automated, feature-rich dashboard that displays everything in real time. So it allows anybody to donate and receive with all the tools for you to do that. You literally, anybody can do this system. To be honest with you, people, complicated, it is so simple, it's ridiculous. And if you are teachable, and that's the first thing, be teachable, don't think that you know better, just follow the people that are generating unbelievable donations coming into their account every day. So how do you actually get started? Well, there's only one cost that you ever send to the company, and you have a choice here. You can either pay $25 for 6 months, so $50 for the year if you pay $25, or you can choose to pay the discounted price, which is $40 for 1 year. That is the only money, as I said, that goes to the company. That is your subscription, your license fee, and once you've paid that, you then donate. So no money from the donations goes to the company. Now, we use a grid system. These are the grids. All the grids are basically the same. There's you at the top of your grid, and you have 6 spaces below. Now, we highly recommend that you start with at least 3 grids. If you can afford to start with more, my advice is start with more. The more grids, the higher the grids that you start with, the faster you're going to see the bigger rewards. And I can tell you, if you want motivation, when you see donations coming in of $300 or $600, relevant, say, to the minimum $20, I can tell you that motivates you to go out and tell people about this. So choose your grids. So you pay your license fee, choose your grids. If you can, start with minimum 3 grids. Then all you need to do is to set up the methods that you wish to receive donations by. Now you need to do this quite urgently as soon as you register. The reason is you can receive donations literally the same day. In fact, the first company I was with, the day I joined, I donated $270. I literally went to bed, hadn't spoke to anybody, hadn't done anything, woke up in the morning, and there was that amount of money in my bank account. I hadn't done anything. So be prepared, and you need to give as many options as possible. The ones we can see on the site are a company called ORU, Uphold, TransferWise, PayPal. You can choose Bankwire. Always give your international Bankwire as well details. And also we have digital currency, Bitcoin and Dashcoin. So the more options you give somebody, the easier it is, because you can receive donations from every country in the world. Once you've sent the donations, you are literally ready to go. That is all you need to do. So you pay a $25 license fee, set up your system. It literally takes 10-15 minutes to do it. Once you set up and once you've donated, just let me tell you, whatever number of grids you decide to start with, that is the only time that you will be out of pocket. From that moment on, you are literally receiving donations, and it is a completely self-funding system. So you will never really put your hand in your pocket. The system actually gives you the money through donations to be able to upgrade to the higher grids if you couldn't right now, can't afford to upgrade to those higher grids. It will provide you the donations to do that. So these are the 8 grids in total. You can see the lowest grid is the $40 grid. The amounts that you donate are in grey at the top. And you can see the highest level is the 4,800 grid. So there are 8 grids in total. You're only ever allowed 1 of each level open at any one time, but you can, and there are people that do this, start with all 8 grids. Now, if you can't afford that, that's too much for you, that's fine. Start with a more comfortable amount. As I said, at least start with the 40, the 80, and the 150. And if you can afford it, maybe more. I started personally with the first, I think it was 4 or 5, I can't remember now, grids. And I'm currently up to 6 grids, and I'm literally very close now to opening up the 7th grid, and I've just got 1 more grid to go. All the grids work exactly the same. The only difference is you're doing exactly the same effort, whether it be the $40 grid or the 4,800 grid. The difference is, ask yourself this question: would you prefer to see donations of $20 at a time, or donations coming through to your bank for $2,400 at a time? I know what I would like, so it's your choice. My advice is the higher the grids that you can get to, the quicker you will see the faster you will see those results. As I said, you can have as many grids open as you want, and all the grids are exactly the same. As you can see, the figures in red are the amounts that you will receive back on each grid. So if you work it out, take the $40 grid, you've donated $40, and you're eligible now to receive back 6 times half the grid the amount you've donated, so 6 times $20, which is $120. So you're always receiving 3 times back what you've donated. If you can understand that, that is the key here. You always donate, and when a grid is finished, you donate again, but you're always going to receive back 3 times what you just donated. That is incredible. And you can ask yourself this: how long would you like that to carry on for? So there's 3 simple steps to get started. First of all, you pay your license fee, you register, and you become what's called an active member. What's an active member? It's somebody that has donated to 2 people. Once you've donated to 2 people, your goal now is to find 2 people that, like you, need or want more money. And personally, I would not introduce anybody if they really do not believe, they don't know 2 people in this huge world. It's a global market now, that want or need more money right now. Then forget them, go and ask somebody else. That's your objective. Find 2 people and help those 2 people find two people. So in this example, there's you. Doesn't matter what grid level this is, it's exactly the same. You, let's say, find Sue and Bill. Now you just help Sue and Bill find two people each. So Sue finds Sally and Jack, and Bill finds Tom and Dan. Doesn't matter where those people are in the world, either way, it doesn't matter. Once you've done that, you have finished that grid. You have received back, you'll have donated whatever the amount of that grid level is, and you will have received back 3 times that amount that you donated. Okay, let me just run through that again. Let's take the $40 grid. There's you. You have an empty grid. This is exactly the same in every grid level. In this scenario, you have donated $20 to your sponsor and $20 to somebody else that you dropped in their grid. And now you have opened up a brand new grid. So all you have to do now is find somebody. So let's say you find Sue, and you now help Sue, and she knows 2 people herself. So she, I jumped ahead there. Let's say now Bill comes in. Now this could be you that introduced as Bill. It could be your sponsor. If your sponsor introduced somebody before you did, either way, it doesn't matter. That person drops in that next available position. This grid fills left to right, top to bottom, dependent on who comes in first. So let's take this example. You introduce Sue, and Bill was introduced by your sponsor. It doesn't matter. Sue donates $20 to you, and Bill donates $20 to you. At that point, you've just broken even. If you think about it, you donated $20 to 2 other people, and you've now received exactly that back. Sue donates $20 to you, and Bill donates $20 to you. Now let's say Sue finds Sally. Sally drops below in the first available position on the left-hand side of her grid. And what does Sally have to do? She donates $20 to Sue and $20 to you. Now let's say Sue introduces Jack. Jack donates $20 to Sue and $20 to you. Now you're $40 up from what you've donated. And now Bill introduces Tom. Now this could be you that introduced Tom, or it could be your sponsor. Either way, I want you to understand what's going on here. It's a group of people helping you and your efforts to fill this grid. Either way, you get exactly the same result. Tom donates $20 to Bill and $20 to you. And now Bill introduces Dan, let's say, and Dan donates $20 to you, that's $20 to Bill and $20 to you. At that point, you've just received back $120 in total, 6 times $20. So you've received back 3 times more than you donated. Now, this is the key difference between this system and one individual going out with a crowdfunding platform and just raising donations for themselves. In this system, you are donating, but you're also receiving as well. So you can do both. You donate, you're helping people, and at the same time, you're also receiving. Every time you finish a grid, you're donating back to different people, and everybody is benefiting from everybody helping each other. These are the 8 grids in total, as you can see here, levels 1 to 8. They all have 6 positions, so each level is a higher amount that you're donating, but you're also receiving back a higher amount. So take the level 1, you donate $40, half and half, $20 goes to one person, $20 goes to another. And you are now eligible to receive back 6 times $20, so a total of $120. Now jump up to the level 8. You donate $4,800 at this level. You now you split that. $2,400 goes to one person, $2,400 goes to another, and you're now eligible to receive back 6 times $2,400, which is a total of $14,400. Now the objective is to have all 8 grids running simultaneously. As I said, if you can start with at least 3 grids, so you would have level 1 running, level 2 and level 3 all at the same time, and each one can be bringing in different donations at different days throughout the month. Now just imagine if you got up to the 8 grids in total. Imagine just receiving 1 donation each month from each one of those grids. Just work it out yourself, how much that is. just one donation from each grid level in 1 month. Worth working steadily for to get to that level. That's all this is. Okay, so it doesn't really matter what your background or previous experience is. This system is designed for success. They provide you with a fully automated system that does all the work for you. You don't need to explain this to people. Our system can create an endless stream of donations coming to you. And as a member, you have complete access to this entire system. It does include as well 2 products, actually, 2 mobile landing pages. One is specific to this system, IMPACT1O1, and one is a personalized mobile landing page, which is you can adapt to any existing business or company you might run right now. Could be a multi-level marketing business, could be a online business, it could be a traditional bricks and mortar business. It doesn't matter. You can adapt it to whatever business you want. Those 2 products alone are normally sold and still are sold to companies for $250 a year each. So you have $500 worth of product for $25. That's all you pay for your license. So we have a state-of-the-art back office. It tracks all your donation grids, your team, and your donations in real time. Help and support from a company, and I can tell you there's more help from this company than any other company I've ever been involved with. This system is designed for anybody to have success. All you have to do is commit to sticking with this and just working consistently. That's the key. So my advice is get back to the person who invited you on this call, and all you need to do is to reach out to people and ask them a simple question. Don't complicate it. Don't try and explain it to people. Don't sell it to people. Don't try and convince people. All I do personally is I ask people a question during a conversation. It might be somebody I've just met. It might be a friend I haven't spoken to for a while. And during that conversation, I will literally drop in and into the conversation and ask them a question. I'll just say, listen, you might be able to help me. I'm looking for people that need or want more money right now. Do you know anybody? And then I wait. I do not say anything. I wait until they give me an answer. They only actually come back with 2 general answers. One might be, and this is the one I'm hoping for, I might be interested. What is it? And the other one might be, I can't think of anybody right now. If they say the second one, I literally just say, look, that's fine. If you do come across anybody, you know my number, or give them your card, or give them your mobile landing page, which has a virtual business card on it, by the way, and ask them if they meet anybody that does or needs more, or they meet anybody that needs or wants more money, ask them to give you a call. If they turn around to you and say, I might be interested, what is it? All you do is share your IMPACT1O1 mobile landing page or your replicated website link and ask them to go and watch a video. I do ask people when do they think they'll be able to watch that video, and I do call them up to ask them, did they watch it? And if I do call them up, there's only 2 answers. They either did watch it, and I ask them, do they want to know more? Or they didn't, and it's often because they'll say something like, well, I haven't had time. All I will say if somebody says that is, I haven't got time to chase you. If you're serious and you, like you said you needed or wanted more money, go and watch that video when you've got time and you call me. That's it. Take it away from them. Don't chase people, don't persuade people, don't push people. You know that saying, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. That's people, I'm afraid. Some people say they need or want more money, but they're not prepared to do anything about it. And that's all we do. We list, contact, show, and follow up. So you do a list, contact those people, show them a video, and you call them up one time to ask them, did they watch it? In other words, you follow up. And that's it. That's all we do. We just keep repeating this process over and over again with your existing contacts, people you meet, people you contact online. It's up to you. You can do a little bit of everything. And it's amazing what happens when you just speak to people. So this is the back office. You have a full resource suite. In this back office, everything is tracked. We have the videos now in every language. We have the website now in various languages: Hindi, Chinese, Russian. I can't even think of the languages we've got them in now. French, I think, and Spanish. And everything you need to run this system. You have a complete record of every transaction, your donation grids that you have open, your completed donation grids, your donations confirmed and the donations yet to receive, and a complete history of both. So you've got a complete history of every donation you've sent and every donation you've received. And there are videos taking you each step of the way. So, you know, not only can you read about it, but you can also watch a video. Here's one that tells you about the grids and how they work. And as I said, there is a configurable mobile landing page. You can literally adapt this to any other business that you have. Fantastic marketing tool for any business that you might currently be running. And also on there, there's QR codes, there's a virtual business card, which you don't need business cards nowadays. You've got a virtual business card you can send to anybody anywhere in the world, and it tracks them. You can literally go to Google Earth and see exactly who has requested a business card from you. Brilliant technology. So get back to the person that invited you on this call. What you do need is a big reason why. Why are you on this call tonight? I don't know. Whatever your reason, dream big, have a massive goal and a big ambition. The bigger that dream, goal, or ambition is, the more motivated you will be. Then all you need to do is to learn the system. As I said, there's only 4 things we do. A list is the list of your contacts, and my advice is write every name of every person you've ever met in your life. Do not prejudge anybody. You'll be amazed at who comes into this system and does this system. Contact them. All you have to do is ask them a simple question, show them a video, and follow up. That is the key. That's all we do. Anybody can do it. You just have to be persistent and consistent. That's the end of the presentation, so I'm just going to stop sharing and come back to everybody. A few more people just come on. I don't know whether anybody has got any questions they would like to ask, but you're quite welcome to unmute yourself and fire away. Somebody's, let me just read this. I've been getting links overseas. I've been getting links overseas projects to join my team. When I get started, it will help my enterprise. Yeah, absolutely right. Crowdfunding going to take over grants. You're absolutely right there. In fact, some of the big institutions have reckoned that crowdfunding is going to take over the banking system. I mean, if you think about it, why should we, well, listen, I understand that people need to borrow money, and fine, paying interest is fine, but when people are drawn into a trap where they're trapped in debt, I don't agree with that. Here is a system that anybody can generate revenue for any reason or any cause that they want. You don't owe it, you don't pay it back to people. It's a choice of a person donating to somebody else. So yes, you're right, absolutely. This is why I am totally committed to this system, because I do believe crowdfunding is yet to really take hold worldwide. Are we going to do face-to-face events for Impact 101? It's a good question. Yes, I would love to do an event, but let me tell you this, you don't create the event and ask people to come it. You create a team of people in an area first, and then you organize an event. And my advice is don't even think about it until you've got at least 10, maybe 20 people in an area. One area, so let's say, I don't know, you might be in Birmingham area. When you've got a team of people in that area that are all working together, then if each of you went and found 2 or 3 people to come to an event, yes, then it's worth creating an event. Other than that, what I would do is have a meetup in a hotel, in a reception room, and a group of you meet up and help each other. And invite new people to come and meet up with you. I actually do that around here. There's a group of us in the area where I live in North Wales, and we do meet up and we invite new people to meet up with us. And of course, we all feed off each other. So you don't have to have a big event like the one we saw in India today, where there was at least 200 people in the room, might even be 300 people in the room. But it is good to meet up people face to face. You can't beat it. It's no different than, I prefer actually calling and speaking to people rather than the Facebook or social media where you're texting people. You know, I often am texting. Don't get me wrong, I use it, but I much prefer to speak to somebody. I get to the point where I'm typing so many different messages. I think, why don't we just pick up the phone and speak? Because you could say it in such a shorter, and also you get to know the people. So my advice is you can't beat picking up the phone, and you're right, you can't beat meeting somebody face to face. I know that's what the Indian community, they prefer, and that's why they have meetings, because they like to meet face to face. In fact, that's why Robert, myself, Colin, and can't remember who else was, Mel on there today. We were all invited in because they like to see people, and that's what we did. We had all our screens open, and so people could see and hear us, because that's the Indian community. They like to see people and look people in the eye. Anybody got any questions they would like to ask? Just while we're waiting, Frank also announced on that call today about a mobile app that we are about to have launched. Now, I'd love to tell you what the benefits of that are, but I can't. But I can't wait for it, because I know it is a major thing that will benefit everybody in this company. Now, it's totally different to what you've got. What you've got right now is a mobile landing page, very similar to a website, but it's applicable to a mobile phone. An app is a totally different, something totally different. So I've tried to ask Frank to give me some more details, but unfortunately he's obviously having a day off today. It is a Sunday, I'll let him off. And he was up very early this morning speaking on the Indian call, but I will find out and get more information as soon as I have it. But it is very close to coming, because he announced it on the call today in front of hundreds of people in India and a few key people that were on that call. So anybody got any questions you'd like to ask? If you have, now's your chance. Unmute yourself. I'm not going to go through the normal questions unless anybody specifically asks a question. If you've got a question that's stopping you from taking action, then ask it now. Now is your chance. Otherwise, I'm going to wrap up for the night. It is a Sunday evening, and I know you've probably got families to go back to. So anybody got any questions before I say good night and finish for the evening? No? Okay. Okay, well, thanks everybody. Yes, Mel, you're right. Mobile app sounds exciting. I can't wait. I can't wait to hear what the benefits are. Looking forward to it. Okay, thanks very much, everybody. The next call is Colin's call. I'm not sure, Colin, if you can speak. Let me know. Are you still doing the 11 a.m. call and the 8 p.m. call? I'm not quite sure.
Hi, buddy. It'll just be the 8 p.m. call. It'll be on Thursday.
Okay, so the next call now is on Thursday evening. Colin does a fantastic job presenting, and I know that call gets well attended because Colin has a different way of explaining it than I do, but try and get as many people on that call as possible. And of course, on Wednesday, which is the day I really look forward to, is the company update call. I love that call because you can see week to week how we're growing, how we're expanding throughout the world. That really is an indication of how this company is growing, with or without you. Either way, this company is growing. And that's what you need to remember. You might slow down. We all have slow weeks, slow months, but be consistent is the key. Consistency, just keep going. I know Robert's on the call tonight, and I know Robert is one of the most consistent people I've met, and he is also persistent, because I know he struggled a little bit. But from his persistence, because he keeps posting on the internet, that's exactly how he found Dr. Anu, or Dr. Anu found you, should I say, Robert, because you posted online. He contacted Robert, and that is exactly how India is exploding today. And I'm sure Robert will tell you, anybody can do what he did. All you've got to do is just keep doing it. Be consistent, and consistent is the key. So thanks very much, everybody. Have a great evening. I look forward to hopefully hearing you on Wednesday night, the company call, and I hopefully we are going to hear about this app and what the benefits are and how we can all benefit from that. So thanks very much, everybody. Good night, and I'll see you again on the next call. Thanks, guys.
Good night. Brilliant call, Duncan.
Thank you, Robert. Good night, everybody.
Good night, everyone.